Hi Appsung, I heard you were planning on opening a mobile phone factory in Breda. Well, sounds like a plan that requires a bit of help. My team and I have a few advice for you to make your big project come true. If you want to manufacture or import chemicals into Europe, you have to comply with a couple of national regulation and EU's chemicals legislation. Let's start with the most complex one. REACH refers to the registration, evaluation, authorization and restriction of chemicals. It's the European law on chemicals and their safe use. How does it work and what you have to do? Under REACH, companies that manufactures or imports chemical substances are responsible for collecting all information on their properties and use. The registration process is based on a principle called the one substance, one registration. This means that manufacturers and importers of the same substance have the obligation to submit their registration jointly to the REACH authority called ECHA. Beware, no data equal no market. That is why sharing data is a fundamental aspect of REACH. It will help you share information on the substances and save money on registration cost. The data required depend on the production volume and has to be assembled in a registration dossier containing all the existing available information of the substances. To fulfill all this information requirement, you should keep in mind that it's not always necessary to conduct tests on animals. Other options exist such as in vitro tests, using data from similar substances known as read-across, or using predicted properties or values obtained from models that look at chemical structure, such as QSAR. As compiling a registration dossier can be difficult, we advise you to look into the comprehensive guidance documents available on the ECHA website. So what's next? During the evaluation process, the registration dossier will be examined by ECHA in terms of completeness and data requirements. ECHA will also assess a substance of concern for its environment or public health impact. Once the evaluation is done, you may be required to submit further information and substances may need to be regulated further. In order to place on the market substances of very high concern, you must apply for an authorization. This process promotes a replacement of some substances with safer alternatives. ECHA may also limit or ban the production or use of some substances that are considered to pose an unacceptable risk. Another key aspect of REACH is that information about the safe use of chemicals need to be communicated up and down the supply chain in the format of safety data sheets or chemical safety report. This is where REACH reaches the other important EU legislation, CLP, on hazard communication.
Created using Appsung.